Alright, welcome to Silk Song but at home because I forgot to record. So like I had to do this part again in Red Memory when I logged on. It did not save. So I was like, man, I better watch that cutscene again. And so I watched that cutscene and then I was like, more parkour and ooh hole and then I fell down the hole. You see? And then I was like, wow, this is deepness. I wanna go up the elevator. But I couldn't go up the elevator. And then I got lazy and stopped animating. And I was like, hi, Hera. You're so cool. You're from Hollow Knight. And so then there was another hole after that. You know what you do when you see a hole. You jump down the hole. And it was a nice hole. I fell down that hole. And then I was like, what if I could go back up the hole? So I tried to slide it out of there and it didn't work. But then I realized I was at the hive this time. And I was like, whoa, the hive. And I was like, whoa, that's Vespa. That's the B one from Hollow Knight. I was like, wow. And then it was like White Palace time. I was like, wow, this is like Path of Pain, the Path of Pain guys. And then I did parkour all over the place, and it was really peak. I love Silk Song. Silk Song is so peak. And then like Hornet got some fancy clothes, and like the white lady was there. They had a gapping sesh. And then Hornet got the flower. And like the flower was very shiny and white and pale. And I was remembering when in Hollow Knight I had to deliver the flower and like the stag destroyed the flower and getting hit destroyed the flower and I was like, hopefully I don't need to worry about that, you know? But I was like, hello puppy. Someone told me there is a fourth heart thing. I better go on a side quest to go do that instead of winning. And so I went off my puppies, riding my puppies, hooray, hooray. And here's Greymore, and then I just went all the way to the right because that's where I was told to go find that fourth heart. And I was like, oh my god, is that the cool dragonfly man? The green guy? Had a corpse? Awesome. Let's play some music. And I played that needle in. And then Hornet goes to sleep because that's what happens when they go dreaming mode. And then they awaken in the dream, you know, and it's so shiny and cool in that direction. And it's like, whoa, that's a critter. I haven't seen that critter before. I was so right that the journal had like a full area's worth of critters. And then I was like jumping on the lily pad for a while because the lily pad was really cool. And then I keep getting beaten up by the guys that diagonally dash at you, the little aphid guys. They beat me up a lot. And then I found this weird statue, which I played music to it, and it didn't really do anything but glow. And then I was like, I'm gonna beat it up. And then I did the glowy dot thing, and I chased the dots, and I got the dots, and it made a funny noise. And I was like, wow, this place is so cool. And there's so many creatures and critters. I love creatures and critters. And the Dream Dragonfly guy was like chasing this pale stag thing. And like, I think I got some fonts to the right earlier that I didn't actually draw, but then I found this. I found that pale stag when I got distracted by the guy that was flying to the left there. Then later I fought the pale stag again with my cog flies, and I beat it. I beat it first try with my cog flies, because I'm just that good at Silksong guys. Trust me, I didn't die like 5 times in this area in that session. Then I found an arena. You know what that arena did? The arena killed me. I died. Then on my way back to the arena, I think I found this critter, and then this is the same room that had the fonts, and I was like, wow, I didn't know font could mean that. I also found this house. I like entered the house, and I was like, yes, I will steal this family's eggs. And there was orbs, and they didn't like that. And then I went to the house at the very top. It was very dramatic. It's a very big house. And like, I completely ignored the way up first time. I went just straight towards where the guys are. I didn't even take any side routes. And I was like, oh my god, hi! Hello! And he was like, what the fuck are you doing here? You fucking bitch ass, we're gonna beat you up. And then they beat me up. And it was fucking peak. I was like, holy shit, this is peak the whole time. And then I fought that arena again. because I was like lost. I didn't know how to get back. But this time I won the arena because I'm better like that. And so I went back to like the guys, and they beat me up again. That's what they did. And so then I had to like stop playing.